Welcome to an exploration of Web3, the next evolution of the internet that promises to fundamentally change how we interact with the digital world. This presentation unpacks the essential concepts behind Web3 and cryptocurrency technologies for beginners and intermediate investors looking toward the future. As we journey through the building blocks of this emerging digital landscape, you'll discover how Web3 differs from previous internet iterations and why it matters to you as an investor and digital citizen. The internet has undergone remarkable transformations since its inception. Understanding this evolution provides essential context for appreciating what Web3 is setting in motion. Each phase has built upon the previous, creating new possibilities while also introducing fresh challenges around security, privacy, and connectivity. Web3 represents a fundamental paradigm shift in how the internet functions. At its core, Web3 is the decentralized internet, a vision of online interaction where users, not corporations, control data, content, and value. Cryptocurrencies aren't just speculative assets, they're the essential economic layer that makes Web3 possible. They provide the incentive structure and value transfer mechanism that allows decentralized networks to function without central authorities. Web3 is built on interconnected technological innovations. Understanding these core pillars helps clarify how this new internet paradigm functions and why it represents such a significant shift from traditional web applications. Blockchain technology serves as the foundational infrastructure for Web3, providing the decentralized database that stores information across a network of computers rather than in a single location. This distributed approach creates unprecedented security and transparency. Cryptocurrencies provide the economic incentives that make decentralized networks viable. Beyond serving as speculative assets, they enable new forms of coordination and value exchange that weren't possible in traditional economic systems. Decentralized applications, dApps, represent a fundamental reimagining of how software works. Unlike traditional applications that run on servers controlled by a single company, dApps operate on blockchain networks maintained by distributed communities. NFTs, non-fungible tokens, represent a breakthrough in digital ownership. For the first time in internet history, we can have verifiable scarcity and provable ownership of digital items that can't be copied or counterfeited. Decentralized finance, DeFi, represents one of the most developed and impactful applications of Web3 technology. DeFi recreates traditional financial services like lending, borrowing, and trading without requiring banks or other intermediaries. Blockchain gaming represents a fundamental shift in the relationship between players, developers, and virtual worlds. By incorporating NFTs and cryptocurrencies, these games enable true ownership of digital assets and new economic models. Decentralized social media platforms aim to address many of the problems plaguing current social networks: data privacy, algorithmic manipulation, content censorship, and lack of creator compensation. By building on blockchain technology, these platforms shift control from corporations to users and communities. Web3 empowers creators to monetize their work by removing middlemen and establishing direct relationships with their audiences. This shift enables artists, musicians, writers, and other content producers to capture more value from their work. A contemporary aspect of Web3 is the concept of true digital ownership. For the first time in internet history, users can genuinely own digital assets rather than merely licensing them from centralized platforms. A core value proposition of Web3 technologies is censorship resistance. By distributing data across networks of computers rather than storing it on centralized servers, Web3 creates systems that are significantly harder to silence or shut down. Web3 introduces new business models and opportunities that didn't exist in previous internet paradigms, by enabling direct peer-to-peer interactions and removing traditional gatekeepers. Web3 opens participation to anyone with an internet connection. From an investment perspective, Web3 presents unique opportunities beyond short-term speculation. Understanding the fundamental value proposition of different projects and their potential role in the future digital economy is key to identifying sustainable investments. Despite its enormous promise, current blockchain networks face significant scalability challenges that limit their ability to handle mainstream adoption. These technical limitations result in higher costs and slower transaction speeds compared to centralized alternatives. One of the significant barriers to mainstream Web3 adoption is the current user experience, which remains significantly more complex than traditional web applications. From managing private keys to understanding gas fees, the learning curve can be steep for new users. The regulatory landscape for Web3 technologies remains in flux, with different jurisdictions taking varied approaches to cryptocurrency, decentralized finance, and blockchain applications. This uncertainty creates challenges for projects and investors alike. Security is a critical concern in the Web3 ecosystem. While blockchain technology itself is highly secure, the applications built on top of it and the interfaces users interact with are vulnerable to various exploits and attacks. Smart contracts, while powerful, can lead to catastrophic failures if not properly audited. Social engineering attacks target users' private keys and funds, and centralized components can create vulnerabilities. As the ecosystem matures, improved security practices and vigilance are essential. The shift from Web 2 to Web 3 represents a paradigm shift in data ownership. In Web 2, companies control data, but Web 3 empowers users to own their data. This shift is reshaping the internet, offering more privacy and control to users. Web 3's decentralized networks allow users to monetize their data and ensure identity portability, marking a significant change from traditional systems. Web 3's decentralized finance, DeFi, offers a stark contrast to traditional financial systems. While traditional finance requires extensive verification and has high barriers, DeFi provides open access to anyone with an internet connection. It operates 24/7 without intermediaries, offering global access and composable protocols. However, it lacks the consumer protections of traditional finance, highlighting the need for a hybrid approach. Web 3 and Web 2 differ significantly in content platforms. Traditional platforms centralize control and revenue, while Web 3 platforms decentralize it, allowing creators to own and monetize their content. This shift empowers creators and communities, fostering a more equitable digital economy. Community governance further enhances this by allowing users to participate in decision-making processes. Setting up your first Web 3 wallet is the gateway to exploring decentralized applications and services. Unlike traditional wallets, Web 3 wallets store your digital assets and serve as your identity in the decentralized world. Choosing a user-friendly wallet and securing your seed phrase are crucial first steps. This setup ensures you can safely interact with Web 3 applications and services. Understanding gas fees is crucial when interacting with blockchains like Ethereum. These fees compensate network validators and can fluctuate based on network congestion. By optimizing gas fees, users can save on transaction costs. Knowing how gas fees work helps users make informed decisions and enhances their Web 3 experience. Exploring decentralized applications, dApps, safely requires additional vigilance compared to traditional apps. Verifying sources, reading transaction details, and starting with small amounts are essential practices. As you gain confidence, you can gradually increase your exposure to dApps, ensuring a secure and rewarding experience. Choosing your first cryptocurrency can be overwhelming, but starting with established options like Bitcoin and Ethereum is a strategic approach. These cryptocurrencies offer stability and utility, serving as gateways to decentralized finance and applications. As you gain confidence, you can explore other cryptocurrencies that align with your interests and goals. Smart contracts are the backbone of Web 3, enabling automated and trustless agreements. They execute when conditions are met, without intermediaries, and form the foundation of decentralized applications. Smart contracts offer transparency, composability, and immutability, but they also require careful design to avoid potential trade-offs. Web 3 is still in its early stages, with infrastructure building as the current focus. As we move towards broader adoption, Web 3 will integrate into various business processes, enhancing user experience and functionality. Long-term, Web 3 principles will become the backbone of new business models, transforming how we interact with digital services. Investing in Web 3 requires a strategic approach, balancing research, diversity, and long-term perspectives. Starting small and gradually increasing investments can help manage risks. Understanding the technology and market trends is crucial for making informed decisions and capitalizing on the opportunities Web 3 presents. Web 3 markets experience cycles of expansion and contraction, similar to traditional markets. Understanding these cycles helps investors maintain perspective and make rational decisions. Recognizing patterns like accumulation, correction, and euphoria phases can guide investment strategies and help navigate market volatility. Web 3 investment presents unique risks, including technological, regulatory, market, and security risks. Understanding these risks is essential for developing appropriate investment strategies. A successful approach acknowledges both the potential and challenges of Web 3, ensuring realistic expectations and informed decision-making. Web 3 gaming is revolutionizing the industry by enabling true digital ownership, play-to-earn models, and user-generated content. This evolution is creating new gameplay and business models, expanding beyond traditional gaming experiences. The focus is on creating engaging and rewarding experiences for players and developers alike. The metaverse and Web 3 are converging to create immersive digital spaces where users can interact, work, and socialize. This convergence is transforming how we experience the internet, with blockchain enabling secure transactions and ownership. The metaverse offers new opportunities for commerce, collaboration, and creativity, reshaping our digital future. Digital identity in Web3 is transforming how we establish and verify our online presence. Self-sovereign identity systems allow users to control their personal information, enhancing privacy and security. Verifiable credentials and reputation systems further streamline interactions, creating a more trustworthy digital environment. Decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, are revolutionizing human coordination by enabling decentralized decision-making and resource management. DAOs facilitate global collaboration and transparent treasury management, transforming how we organize and govern projects. They represent a fundamental shift in governance, offering new possibilities for innovation and efficiency. Building a strong Web3 knowledge foundation is essential in this rapidly evolving space. Educational platforms, community resources, and hands-on experience provide valuable learning opportunities. Engaging with these resources helps users understand the complexities of Web3 and stay informed about the latest developments. Security best practices are crucial for Web3 users to protect their digital assets and personal information. Using hardware wallets, securing seed phrases, and maintaining connection hygiene are essential steps. These practices ensure a secure interaction with Web3 applications and safeguard against potential threats. As you continue your Web3 journey, focus on continuous learning, community participation, and maintaining perspective. Start small and gradually expand your involvement, focusing on utility and adoption. The Web3 space offers vast opportunities, and staying informed will help you navigate this transformative landscape effectively.